It's Thursday, Pat and Ron.
I know.
It's 8:15. You know what it's time for. Are you ready?
One of my favorites.
It's time to spend a little time with the one and the only Matthew Archbold. We're going to delve into the mind of Matthew. His website, creativeminorityReport.com. Much of our conversation comes from there. So good morning, Matthew.
What's this from Pat? One of my favorites. What is that?
I saw her list. You're number 5, Matthew, to be honest.
God. It's a 5-way tie.
Oh, good cover.
Thank you.
That didn't lack sincerity at all.
No, thank you.
What's up?
That's like when my kids talk to me. Oh no, it's a 5-way tie.
Yeah, there you go.
There you go.
I just like this tied one a lot more.
That's right.
Well, once again, there are so many things on this Creative Minority Report, Matthew. Where are you going to take us today?
Well, I was actually interested in that. Did you hear the thing from Notre Dame? It was really disturbing.
Yeah. It was.
It's crazy.
They're no longer going to hire and fire for mission. So they no longer will anyone's Catholicism be even discussed when getting hired. It's not even an issue about living up or accepting the Catholic faith. And it blows my mind that in this moment right now, and we've all talked about it so often. Yeah. Like, we're in a moment when so many young people are reconsidering the faith, and people of all ages are actually reconsidering the faith. But it seems like the adults in the room, the people who are supposed to be in charge, they're still not really getting it. You know what I mean?
Yep.
I feel like the adults in the room, we're still pointing out, how modern everything is. Look, we got guitars and drums, just like everyone else. And our singer sounds like Tom Petty if he was sniffing incense.
I love it.
And our videos look like PowerPoints from the late 90s.
Yeah.
Oh, I know. It's the worst. Isn't that the worst?
But it's good. We're doing it. We're there.
But I love the way you express it in the article there at creativeminorityReport.com. What they're talking about, an expression of how we seek to advance Notre Dame's mission as a global Catholic research university. Yeah. They mean global in research, but not Catholic in any meaningful way. And if you're not hiring and firing for mission, you don't have a mission.
Very true.
Isn't that true? Look, if you guys were hiring, someone to replace you three, which I'm expecting any day now.
Yeah. As you should. Yeah.
But could you imagine okay, we're going to hire you, but we're not going to ask you about your faith and what you think about the faith. I mean, that's absolutely ludicrous. Of course that would be crazy. But yet the premier Catholic institution in America for colleges is not even asking about your faith. They're not even interested in your faith. And it's such a shame, and it's just this thing there are so many people that, for decades we've been marinating in this modernity and, where everything changes, life, the words themselves. What is it to be human? What is a girl? What is a boy? What is truth? Yep. Date that all the way back to Pilate. But the thing is, especially young people, and I keep going back to that, they want to hear from an institution that is not modern. They want to hear from an institution that was created 2,000 years ago and is teaching the same exact thing. That's the shocking thing. That's the thing that goes counter to everything. In this world where everything's got to change, adaptation is life. You hear stuff like that all the time. But the church is still preaching the same message that Christ himself taught 2,000 years ago. It's the sacredness of life, the power of grace and redemption. And I just feel like sometimes those people in the decision-making chairs are still trying to convince the world how like the world the church actually is, when what we should be doing is pointing out the exact opposite of that.
Yeah. And we talked a little bit about this on the show earlier this week. And, I teach bioethics and obviously at a Catholic college, so I bring in Catholic teaching all the time when I'm doing it. But I think, even in the ethical and religious directives for Catholic healthcare, it says, of course, we're not going to hire only Catholics. You couldn't staff a hospital probably, as many as we have anyway. But if you are going to work in a Catholic hospital, you must at least respect the teachings of the Catholic Church. And I think, I get you want to be a worldwide institution with all these people coming in for research, but I don't think that's a crazy demand, that you at least respect. We're not saying you have to be Catholic, but at least respect the teachings of the church. Know the teachings and respect them, And so this story just kind of blew me away. I didn't get it.
Yeah, the funny thing is, this is actually funny. They're worried that they want to be a global institution that can last through time. Let's think of a global institution that has reached across the globe.
My goodness. Nice connect. Yeah.
I love it.
I mean,
why not take that message?
Yeah, right.
My goodness.
It's a bit proven. Hey, I want to say this, though. There are people with great fidelity to Notre Dame, right? And so we laugh, honestly, because it hurts. You want Notre Dame to be everything she was and continue to be that and be such a wonderful representative of the Catholic faith. Now, we have to go back, but we want that again. Those associated with Notre Dame want it again, and I can't imagine the pain of those who are most intimately associated with it as they see this kind of thing come out to cause really scandal.
Yeah.
Yeah, it is exactly that. And so often it's, a lot of these young people, these students are showing up on campus and, they're Catholic and they're interested in the faith, and what they're getting fed to them is not the faith. And you have this dichotomy of this whole campus filled with Catholic students, and yet this administration over them that really isn't very Catholic at all. And it's a weird dichotomy. Now, are there still avenues? Are there still professors there and administrators there that are doing excellent work? Of course there is.
Yeah.
But I think the overall, once you filter so many of these questioning Catholic students through the teachers, through the professors and the administrators, you get some attrition, and that's sad because now, they came in looking for their faith, and what they were fed was the thin gruel of it, and they found it non-satisfying, and that's awful. There is the thing. I'm sorry, so go on, Pat.
No, I was just going to say, I just had a student in one of my classes, very faithful Christian. I don't think he's Catholic. I don't know. But, he's a very faithful Christian. And he said to me this week, do you think we make it too easy now for Christians? And I love that.
Yeah.
Yeah,
there's something about, we say we got to meet them where they are. Yes,
yeah.
But we also should be taking them and leading them somewhere as well.
Exactly.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, don't leave them there.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah. And I think that was his take. And I was so impressed to have this, 19, 20-year-old student ask me that in class. It was great.
Well, we love everything on it, and especially the artwork that accompanies each story at creativeminorityReport.com. You got to check out the Notre Dame story for sure.
Yeah.
Dude, look at the picture. It's
Matthew
great.
Archbold, always a joy, always enlightening.
Thank you, Matthew.
God bless.
Thanks,
guys.
Matt.
You're number 4 on my list, by
Thank
the way.
you.